I have one of my favorite lines that I always say, if I said, "Whoever the best idea always wins." And that, and yeah, I mean, and writing, I mean, and you go through like Sundays with Dad is the one that went through probably the most drafts because initially Sundays with Dad was really inspired by Neil Simon, the playwright. And I'd always wanted to kind of write a kind of a comic drama about a relationship between a father and a son. And it was a little more jokey. And then I went in and it felt a little too sitcom-y. And then, you take that out and really just focus on the dynamic, the relationship, and of course everyone has a different idea of what is funny. It's uh funny in a very heartfelt way, that like, oh, I that's how I have a relationship with that's how I interact with my father. It's more kind of chit chat kind of thing rather than more jokey kind of things. And not only having myself read it, but also having my wife read it and having colleagues read it, just to say, here's what works and here's what might not work. Here's what needs to be clarified and here's what may need to be excised. So it's a fun process, but it's a tough process as well. And I think any writer, especially a writer of a play or a screenplay, whether it's a short film or a feature film or a website, will tell you it's a hard process, but rewarding. I have one of my favorite lines that I always say, if I said, "Whoever the best idea always wins." And that, and yeah, there are things that need to be adjusted, and you know, I I'm always open to like George, wonderful actor that he is. He added a couple of little what I call Georgisms, like things that he brought his own charm and he brought his own personality to the part, like little improvised bits here and there. And I was completely and totally okay with that, as was Tom Angeletti. The actor has to make the part their own,
Right.
and as long as they don't go too far off the rails, I am completely and totally open to that, because it's nice. It means that the actor is really invested in the character and they want to make it their own. So I
Well,
love that.